Well, hello Internet, and welcome to part 7 of my Arduino and electronics tutorial series. Previously, I showed you how to make OR, AND, and NAND gates, and inverters, and a whole bunch of simple circuits like that, and you might have thought they were kind of useless. Well, in this tutorial, we're going to create 2 binary calculator circuits using those gates and all that other stuff we learned about. More specifically, I'm going to show you how to make a 1-bit adder that is going to use just an AND as well as an XOR gate. And then I'm going to show you how to create a 4-bit adder using an integrated circuit. All of the circuit diagrams used in this tutorial are available in the description free for you underneath this video, and I have a lot to do, so let's get into it. Okay, so you may have thought to yourself, well, how exactly am I going to be able to add 2 binary values together? Well, one thing that might seem logical is to use an XOR gate or an exclusive OR gate. And the way they work is you put in a 0 and another 0 and you get a 0. If you put in a 0 and a 1, you get a 1. So everything's working great so far. Put in a 1 and a 0, we also get a 1. However, if we put in 2 1s, we get a 0. So what we need to do is figure out the logic that is going to allow us to get this guy down here to give us a value of a 1 and 0, or the value of 2 in binary. And it just so happens that an AND gate does exactly that. So if we take both of the inputs and we put them through both an exclusive OR gate as well as an AND gate, you're going to see right here that if we use 2 LEDs, we are still going to get 0 and 0 equal to 0, 0 and 1 is going to equal 1, 1 and 0 is going to equal 1, and then if we put in 1 and 1, we're going to get a value of 10. And it just so happens that you can use a NAND gate or a series of 4 NAND gates to create an exclusive OR gate. Yes, I could have just went and got an exclusive OR integrated circuit, but I thought this would be more interesting, so I'm going to try this guy out instead. But before I go and create the circuit on a breadboard, I'm going to jump over into some circuit design software and show you exactly how it's going to work. Okay, so if we have a bunch of NAND gates, this is an AND gate, this is an AND gate, this is an AND gate, and an LED, and then we go and get both of our inputs and flush them over into our AND gate, this is going to allow us to add 2 bits. So if the user comes in here and they go and close this switch, you're going to see the LED is going to light up, showing that we have a value of 1. Likewise, if they would go and close that and go and close the other switch, you're going to see it also lights up. However, if we go in here and we close both of them, we are going to have this LED shut off and this LED open. So we're going to have a value of 1 and 0, or in binary, that is going to be equal to 2. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how this circuit is going to work if I create it on a breadboard. Okay, so this is where we're going to turn a bunch of circuits into a working calculator. So here is our AND gate, which we created in a previous part of the tutorial. And what I basically need to do is feed in the values from the switches over into the different NAND gates so that we can create an exclusive OR gate. So first I'm going to connect up my switches to my AND gate to make sure that the AND gate can properly work, and then I'm going to go from the switches over into the first NAND gate and then just continue pushing the wires into all of the additional NAND gates. So you can see right there I was able to filter in from the switches to the first NAND gate. Then I'm just going to take the output from the first NAND gate and feed it into the second NAND gate, and then after that we're going to go from the second NAND gate up into the NAND gate that is in the upper right hand corner for our integrated circuit, and then we'll just continue doing that over and over again. And if you are not understanding where I'm plugging this in a second here, I'm going to show you the completed circuit diagram so it will be a lot easier to follow. And once again, I'm going from the switch over into the third NAND gate, and then I'm going to filter the output from that third NAND gate over into the upper left-hand corner's fourth NAND gate, and just continue doing that. And then I'm going to take a resistor that is 220 ohms, and you can see here, if I press one switch, we're going to get that. However, if we press both, we're going to get a value of 1, 0, or the value of 2. So we have a working 1-bit calculator. And if you want to see exactly how this circuit would look, if I would go and lay everything out, I have everything here, all of the different values for our resistors, and then how all of the wires are laid out. And I also have a link to this inside of the description for the video, underneath the video. And now what I want to do is show you how a 4-bit adder is going to work to allow us to add 4-bit numbers together. Now, specifically, what we're going to use is the 74LS283 4-bit binary adder, and it is very much going to work exactly like we did in regards to gates with our 1-bit adder. And what we're going to do here is we're basically just going to come in here and put an input here. So an input here, an input here. This is going to give us our output. And then we're going to go and take those values and move them into position so that we can basically have all of those input bits add up into our final value. And now I'm going to go over and I'm going to create the 4-bit adder directly on a breadboard. So the 4-bit binary adder is pretty simple. In the bottom left-hand corner, all the resistors are 560 ohm, and in the upper right-hand corner, they are 1K ohms. So basically what we do is we funnel in from our switches, which are on the left side of the screen, 2 values, and then they output a sum, and then we take that and send it to the LED. So I have my first 2 inputs that I'm going to plug over into the integrated circuit, and then I'm going to go and get their sum with this blue wire and then take it over and put it into the LED. And then you just continue doing that over again. I'm going to do it here with the second group that's going to sum. So we go and put it in the first switch, and then we put it in the second switch, and then we get the sum and we push it over into the LED just like we did before. And now it's time for us to get our third one to work. So once again, we go to the third switch on the right, put it in place, and then we go and get the next switch, put it in place, and then we get the sum, and we move that over and plug it over into the LED. And now it's time to do it with the fourth. And the great thing is this IC is going to handle carrying any values for us, so we don't have to worry about that. Once again, we're going to go with the fourth switch over into the LED, and then the final thing we have to do is go and get the carry, which is on the very final end, and plug that into the first LED. And if we go and change one switch on, you can see we got that. If we put 2 switches on, we have a value of 2. And you can see here with this simple circuit, we have a complete 4-bit adder as we are able to hit all the switches and see that all the values are working. And now I'm going to show you the completed circuit so that you'll be able to easily make it yourself. Okay, and so we were able to create in this tutorial both a 1-bit adder as well as a 4-bit adder on breadboards. And you can see here the circuit design that I used. Hopefully this is maybe a little bit easier to understand. And likewise, this is available in a description underneath the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. And like always, please leave your questions and comments below. Otherwise, till next time.